Hi guys, welcome to my second Halloween tutorial. So I'm going to start with a cream paint, and this is one from the Flash palette, and I'm just going to start to carve out a crease here, and this is the white obviously, and you can be pretty messy with this because we're going to neaten it up, but you want to cut out a new crease for yourself much higher than your regular one and take it right up to the eyebrow. And you can blend it out and also help it to define your eyebrows and sharpen the edge. So I'm going to set it with some white eyeshadow from Sugarpill. Sorry, I'm quite speedy in this tutorial. I'm going to take my concealer and I'm going to use this to start to carve out my new crease line. And you don't actually have to do this step. At the point in this video I didn't actually know what I was doing, but looking back I didn't actually really need to do this, but it helps me decide where I'm going to put this next shadow. So this is going to go all over the area that I concealed, and I want the edge quite defined, just like that concealer. And then just going to use the edge of my brush to slightly feather it, but not much. You still want a very defined crease line. I'm then going to go into this brown, which is a little bit darker and more warm tone, to take it in the outer corners and into my new crease. That's so pretty, that colour. Get the Venus palette now. And I'm going to use the white, and I'm just going to go over my highlight area with that white again, just to blend out those colours and fix the shape if there's any mistakes. It's pretty simple stuff. And back in just to feather. I'm then going to use some tape because I want a nice sharp eyeliner line, and I'm also going to bring out the outer corners of this so they're more feline and sharp, and they have like their own kind of eyeshadow wing to them. I'm then going to go into a really dark brown and just darken out this outer corner. I'm then going to go into some highlights from Urban Decay. This is Sin, and just add this over my white areas and slightly over my eyeshadow just to help blend it out even more. So now I'm going to use an eyeliner to create my wing, and you will see me throughout this video switching through different eyeliners because I'm completely running out of eyeliners and it's just a nightmare, to be honest. So this is what we're left with after we peel that tape off. If anyone wants to send me Eve Pearl eyeliner, go ahead, I'll love you. I can't get it in this country and it's $30 for shipping, like what? So I'm going to go into this Topshop eyeshadow. It's one of the chameleon eyeshadows, and I'm going to use it wet just in the inner corner, and then take a little bit of the dry eyeshadow and just feather that over and help blend that out. And really intensify it in the inner corner so it's nice and shiny and glowy, and then just go over where I've covered my eyeliner. So now I'm going to line my tight line and waterline with some black liner and blend that out a little bit underneath, and that's when I'm going to go in with my brown eyeshadow just to help soften that line, and also some of the darker colour, and use this on a very fluffy brush just to bring this down and extend it quite a way. And then I'm going to conceal my under eyes and make sure that the shape is exactly as I want it, and I've got some coverage under there, including down my nose, just to lighten that up a bit. I decided I don't want much eyeshadow directly under the wing, so I'm using the concealer just to help that. Bam. And then just feather out that shadow again, so make sure it's nice and blended. And now I'm going to bring my inner wings down, so you can see using eyeliner and just extending from that inner corner and filling that in. Very feline shape going on. This eyeliner sucks at the minute. It's an amazing eyeliner when it's new, but now that it's running out it's really grey and dull. So I'm going to use some black shadow. This is from Urban Decay Black palette, and just taking that under there and smoking out right on the lash line, and then using a bit of that black shadow on the fluffy brush too, just to really extend that down and make it really smoky and sultry. And then I decided, because my wings in the inner corner are really quite long, I need longer wings in the outer corner, so I extended those, and now I'm adding mascara. Top and bottom. And now I'm going to use a little bit of this white eyeliner from Lime Crime. I'm just creating a little bit of a sort of eyeline detailing, highlighting, whatever, in that inner corner. And now I'm going to use my lash glue and apply my red cherry lashes. This lash glue is awesome. You don't have to really wait for it to go tacky or anything. It's so cool. So now I'm going to use my contour stick. This one's from City and Colour, and I'm just going to do it on my cheekbones and my nose and my forehead. All the usual places, basically. And then I'm going to blend it out with my sponge. And on my nose, at the very bridge, I'm just going to blend that top part into the inner part of my eyebrow, just to make it even more dramatic. My forehead, my hairline, all those areas. Awesome. And then I'm going to go into some of my cream white and just define even more, but also use that to help kind of blend that line so it's softer and looks more like skin. And then we're going to take a little bit, make a little muzzle part, and this kind of disappears throughout me doing stuff because the amount of times I had to do my lips was like too many times to just keep redoing this thing again and again because I was using a wet wipe and it was just a whole mess. But anyway, forehead, nose, all this stuff. And then I'm going to set it with some translucent powder. This, if I was doing it again, I wouldn't do because it made my face, even though I brushed it off, it made my face way too pale. So just skip this step or just use your regular face powder because this look is kind of dark and tan anyway. And then I'm going to use my bronzer just to warm my face up a little bit. I'm just taking it all over those areas that we contoured just to add some more warmth and stuff. Because leopards, they got a natural tan. Either that or they've been on the sunbeds. So I'm going to be using my Lime Crime Black Velvet Velveteen, and this is so unforgiving, so be neat please. And then for the corners I'm going to use a few different eyeliners because they're all running out, as I said, and create these little sharp smile lines, I guess they are. To look even more feline. And you know what, I think it kind of looks a little bit jestery and a little bit Harley Quinn, so you could definitely go down that route if you want to stop here. And I'm putting some of that Topshop eyeshadow over the top, and how gorgeous and stunning and amazing does that look? Like, just get it for this, like wear your lips on this all the time, it's perfect. So I'm then going to use some, what's this, cream gel liner and start to do my nose, and then eyeliner just to sharpen it. And then I'm going to create a little line between my nose down to my lips, just like a cat would have. Now I'm going to highlight my cheeks with Sin. And use this Revlon, I don't really know what this is, highlighter shimmer blush thing that Logan sent me. Awesome. And then I already had my eyebrows done prior to filming this and my foundation, but I'm just going to darken them because they've lost kind of a lot of their depth and colour and stuff just from powders and whatnot. So now I'm going to start creating the spots with a medium eyeshadow, and these need to be real sporadic, no order here, and all different shapes and sizes. To turn them into proper leopard spots, we're going to need a little black outline, so I'm using some of the cream colour on a small brush, and what I like to do is just dab and do it, as you can see, just sporadic little outlines going around each of the shapes and make them all look different. You can do dots and swipes and curves and all sorts of things, but don't make them perfect. I think that's the key to making them look realistic, and if you're struggling, just get a picture of a leopard up and copy their spots. So I'm just going to show you both sides. I really like the sped up versions, it looks so cool. And to make them look even more realistic, I'm going to take some of my L'Oreal Super Liner, and what I'm going to do is just use the brush on it and a little bit of its product, I suppose, even though it's pretty much run out, to create little lines. And these are going to be like little hairlines. They'll make it look even more realistic, less drawn on, and I think it looks pretty effective for not too much effort. So they look like little hedgehogs. They're cute. And then I'm just going to add some small dots and bits, I don't know what you'd even call them, just some small spots of black, just to tie it all in together so it looks even more realistic. And then 3 little dots for my whisker holes. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this shadow again and take this just from my nose, kind of fading, ombreing, gradiating upwards, just for a little bit more colour. And then I'm going to go into my white, and we lost it on the chin and the forehead, so I'm going to just add some of the cream and set it with some of the eyeshadow. Just look a bit more leopardy, you know. like that. And then fake blood, don't get this one because it dries and just peels off, but I'm going to add that like I've just had my dinner. And let it run down really naturally as it would, instead of drawing on the lines. I love how it looks against the white that we added. And then I'm just going to extend my nose a little bit because it was a little bit too small, so you can see here it goes around my nostrils. But thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it helped you. If you recreate this, please tag me on Instagram. It's at Meteosprite. If you like this video and want to see more Halloween tutorials, you may view my previous video, which was a green pin-up zombie look, and also subscribe to view my Halloween videos that are coming up over the month of October. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye!